Hey guys, before I make sure, did that come up? Yeah, it's coming up. Okay. To make sure everything's set up here. If you guys are watching, this is just for anyone that's watching this after the live stream. If you're watching this video right now, this is the first 5 minutes when I'm setting everything up and making everything work. So just skip ahead and 5 minutes, and you'll be all set. We'll be starting up the video then. So anyway, hi guys. Um, we are going to be having a tries to skip ahead, Jay. We're going to have a very nice session, I think here. Blooper reel. Hi Nick. Blooper reel. Hi Nick. Um, yeah. By the way, blooper reel. I'll probably mention this a few times in the video. Our next video, Jay and I, our next video is going to be released again once this live stream is over. So don't forget about that. Or be really exciting. Buffering. Ah, I am having problems with my other feed too. Clear. What is going on here? Uh-oh. Is everything looking good, guys? I have internet. So, okay, good. Everything's looking good. The feed on here, it looks like it froze up. Let's see. Try it up again. Like I said, this is when I set up everything. Uploads this time. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. Did that just skip? I don't know what's going on with my internet again. Try to move the antenna here. Yes, I'm wired, but I'm also wireless at the same time. I have a weird setup here. I'm trying not to disconnect anything by moving this antenna. Nope. Set it here. No. Set it right there. See if that works. Okay. So is everything still running fine? Yep. All right. So we've got less than a minute to go, and we'll be all set, and we'll start up the video. So, how are you guys today? Lights are a little off here. Great. Good to hear that, Dylan. Doing good. Good to hear that too, Jay. I heard that, Dylan. Dylan got an MDD. Congrats, man. Is this the Amiga Restoration Group's live stream? James. Sweet, sweet. Good to have you here, Alexander. All right. Well, it's 9 o'clock, guys. So let's get going. Ask away. We'll talk about whatever it takes here. I am getting a very low stream count on here. Um, but it looks to be fine. So what do you guys want to talk about? I'm open for about anything here. The bit rate's really low. It's really concerning me. Um, I knew I should have done a test stream before this started. Okay, Jay, your question. Of course, you'd ask that question. So when you travel, what kinds of hotels do you hang out in? I usually stay in pretty nice ones, but when I was over at your place, I was staying in this one-star hotel, and it was ooh, that was a really nasty um, hotel, and I'm even seeing the delay on here. Everything seems to be fine. I don't know why it's doing it. Is at least the audio coming through? The video somewhat good. Um, but anyway, yeah, I stayed in this really nasty hotel. Um, couldn't sleep well at all in it, and needless to say, do not stay at the Days Inn in wherever I was in Cincinnati the other day. It's bad. Okay, audio is good. Okay, well, that's the most important part. Um, so yeah, everything seems to everything seems to be good now. Anywho, um, so how was the trip from Jay's house? Plan to go back and get more tech? Well, Nick, I actually got more tech already. Um, Ta-da! It works too. Yeah, this is going to be in that video that I'm releasing right after the live stream. So I'm excited for you guys to see that video. Really nice MacBook Pro. It's mid 2012. You'll hear the details about it in the video. So anyway, I also got some more other goodies which I have over here, which will also be in that video. This is just one of them because I want to lift the other one up too. iMac. You'll go in, we'll go more detail about that in the video. Yeah, yeah, Day. This is that specific one. Ugh. My Pro, there it goes. It went asleep. Okay. Anyway, Damien, what did I miss? We're just starting up, Damien. Don't worry about it. We're good, man. We are just starting out, and it's going to be another rough start, I think. Um, so yeah, just get your questions out, guys. We'll start going over them. "45 minutes to boot." Um, James, that system. When that video comes out, you'll understand why it's a very messed up system. Does SYM sell Macs? Yeah, SellYourMac.com does indeed sell Macs. They have two, at least two eBay stores. One of them's called I Sell iMac, um, and the other one is I Sell iMac Parts, which is just a parts one. Yes, Burt Reynolds did die today. That's why I'm playing that in the background. He, I grew up on all those old movies, so that's my tribute to him right there. Really sad. Got me all depressed. Gotta fly. So yeah. Greg is on his first beer, so he is good now. Yeah, this actually is my first beer for today. So what is your favorite Macintosh OS before OS 9? 8.6. Hands down, it's the most stable. It works just as good, if not in ways better than 9. And then close behind that, I haven't really played with the other one. Signal here. Okay, we're back. Yeah, close behind that, I'm not really sure. I have played a little bit with them, but probably 8.6 before 9. And then 9.22 is still basically the best you can get with Classic. So yeah. Yeah, Damien, their Cellular Max store is kind of hidden on their main site. It's I want to say on the contact page. They have it in a really weird place on there. I have mead. James. So, what is your next major project you are going to work on? The Mac Pro series, and of course, the PowerPC series is still going on. I've got a few Macs in that too that I'm working on, but right now the 4,1 Mac Pro is going to be updated to 5,1 in the next episode. I have all the files set up for it and it's ready to film the video. I just didn't have time this week so far to film it. So that's the biggest right now. This is Noah. Noah, how many accounts do you have? Anyway, Noah, how many G5s do I own? I currently, G5 towers, I currently own 3. Um, iMacs, I currently own 1. And that is going to be in that video that's releasing at the end of the video. You'll see more details about that then. Anyway. Hey, Colin Misters here. Hey, Colin, how you doing? Uh, let's see here. I would love to get a Mac Pro or G5 case to build a PC Hackintosh. A lot of people do that, Greg. That would be really cool to do. I've considered it, but the only system that I'd hack up would have to be very, very dead and not recoverable. Or maybe a single 1.8, 1.6, the mid 04 one, the really weird one that had the G4 actually soldered onto the main board. That one I'd definitely probably hack up. Those are pretty useless. Let's see here. Damien, um, honestly, if you can get a 5,1 for the same price as a 4,1, go for it. And it just froze up again. Man, I hope this stream keeps going. Um, I don't know where I was from that. If you find a 5 comma 1 for roughly the same price as a 4 comma 1, go for that. But if you want something fun to play with, doing it yourself, 4 comma 1s are still pretty good, and usually you can get those a lot cheaper. So if you find a 5 comma 1 for a good price, see if you can find one that's similar for 4 comma 1. Look for it. See if you can find one that's a lot cheaper. Um, it may not have the same hardware in it, but you can upgrade it to the 5 comma 1 and put that hardware in it, and just do the math. See if it's going to work out for you. Because sometimes, like I said, the 4 comma 1 is definitely a better investment to upgrade and stuff. But it's got to be the specific models. And anyway, yeah, the Mac Pro series covers that. So anyway, I'd be happier with a 1.1 Pro. Yeah, the 1 comma 1s, James, they still are great systems. Would not doubt and deny that at all. But they're locked on El Capitan. They can't get the latest security updates and stuff. But they do make cooler Windows 10 machines, even though that's pretty sacrilegious. But they do run Windows great. So anyway, how low end? How low end is your iMac? Which one? Noah, the 5 comma 1. I mean, now I'm getting all the G5. The G5 is a late 2005, so it's the very last model. They made those 3 months. I really don't want to ruin it for you guys for the video that's coming out, but it's the top end iMac G5 they made. Okay. Colin, I am looking forward to that iMac Hackintosh. That's going to be a really, really neat video. Yeah, Damien, 5 comma 1s do go for a much higher premium, and that's mainly because they're still officially supported by Apple. And like I say, been saying in this season, and even in last season for a few episodes, the 4 comma 1s are 5 comma 1s, just a slightly different hardware layout. And they can be flashed and upgraded to a 5 comma 1. So, like I said, you can get them cheaper usually. Will the 5690 work with 1066 RAM modules? Yes. Yes, they will. Of course, they're designed for 1333, but you can run 1066. That's like with my 3 comma 1 Pro. Those systems are made for 800 DDR2 ECC. I'm running 667 DDR2 ECC in my 3 comma 1 because they are always backwards compatible with slower RAM. So if you want to run 1066, it should be fine. And Colin even answered that. So sweet. Windows on a Mac, blasphemy. I know, Jay. How long did it take to record everything at Jay's house? Jay's house for that episode. Hours. Many hours. Because we also have to prepare for the video, and then we end up with at least a good 10 minutes or so of bloopers and reshoots and stuff. So, yeah. But that's the same with most of my videos. I'll end up with it takes a while to set them up. It takes a while to film them. And then it takes a really long time to edit them. Mhm. Sorry guys, I'm looking for a good question here. What is your favorite football team? I don't tend to talk about sports, honestly, because even though I am a sports fan, and you'll see in some of my videos, I wear a lot of Dell Jr. stuff, NASCAR. I try not to let people know what colors I bleed. Uh, but yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I grew up on the Steelers. That's my team. I'm not a big fan of Big Ben, but other than that, the rest of the team's golden, literally. So yeah. Okay. Earn my sub. Awesome. Thank you for subbing. All right. See you later, man. So, anyway, guys, I need some more questions here. We're only 16 minutes into the official video, and this is getting slow already. Badminton for the win. Would you ever think of buying a 20-inch iMac G4? If I can get one for a good price, but they do go for a lot, and I don't have any more storage for one thing. In fact, I don't know what to do with these two new iMacs, or even the other iMac Jay gave me a while back. Um, I have nowhere to put them, and they're just literally laying in the floor right now. Okay. Any tournaments coming up for the Power PC Gaming Lounge by any chance? Jay, you know that. I don't know when it is though, man. It's when is it? Just put it up in the thing. But yeah, there is one coming up. It's in a week or two. I haven't been too into it right now. Um, oh, come on, Jay, tell them. But yeah, we're having another tournament. You know, so we'll be getting a whole lot of people together and gaming. And I don't know if we are currently giving something away. It might just be for bragging rights, but it's going to be a really, really fun deal. So yeah, Power PC Gaming Lounge. It's facebook.com. I said this wrong last live stream. Facebook.com/groups/PPCGL. I forgot the groups last time. All right. Yeah, the tournament will be Saturday, September 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be Unreal Tournament 2004. Thank you, Jay. Scott's on. Hey, Scott. Do you have any drive recommended 2.7 gigahertz G5 tower? Any drive that's at least 7,200 RPM. SSDs can be testy in G5s. When you're looking for an SSD, you need to make sure that they are compatible with SATA 1 because otherwise they just won't work. G5s are very picky with that. But I'd recommend at least the 7,200 RPM. There's enough horsepower in a G5 to really get them rolling. So you don't really need an SSD unless you want one. And currently I'm running terabyte, 2 terabyte 7200s in two of my G5s and a 500 in my quad to test it right now, and they still fly. So, do you still think iMovie HD is better than the current version of iMovie? iMovie HD I haven't played with a whole lot, Noah. But I do agree it's pretty good. But then again, it only will go out to 1080i, and it also has. I film in 60 FPS usually. I don't think it can handle that either. Plus, I moved on from iMovie back mid last year, and now I'm a Final Cut Pro guy. So, but it is still a pretty good program. Would you set up RAID 0 on two SSDs for booting on a G5 or just use one SSD to boot? All right. I'll answer that right now. Two SSDs RAID 0 has been done. It has been successful. Mark from Super Ice Cream Sandwich, his channel, I'll put a link in the description at the end of the stream, has already done a video on it too. That was, I think, his most recent video. It's a very good watch to watch, and it does make a system fly. RAID 0, I don't think I'd do it, but you know, it wait a second here. Ah, Jay, just get rid of them. Sorry, we're having a moderating problem. Anyway, like I said, with RAID 0, we it would be really fast. I wouldn't probably do it myself, but we we sorry, I'm getting distracted here. ADD is kicking in. We do have proof now it works, but it's certain SSDs. Mark uses SanDisks, which are usually backwards compatible, but SanDisks can sometimes be unreliable. But then again, when you're talking about a PowerPC system, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to be using it for daily use. So SanDisk does work well. Anyway, what year is the 4-1? Thanks, Colin. Yeah, it's a 2009. It was early 2009 when they came out. Thoughts on upcoming Apple event? I have not been following Apple's news a whole lot lately, Garrett, but I do know what the event is. Um, I'm just hoping for a decent iPhone this time. And I'm excited for the official releases of the iOS 12 so it actually works properly. I've been using the beta since day one. It's sometimes not very good. It nearly killed my Apple Watch. I have a first gen Apple Watch, and the first beta drained the battery on the Apple Watch from constant Bluetooth communications. It would drain the battery in about 30 minutes to an hour and make my wrist really hot. But the second beta fixed that, but there's been a lot of iOS 12 problems, and I'm really excited for the real deal. Are you calling him a ham, Greg? Oh, Noah. Okay. Wife and I are watching. Let's go. Let's go, Mountaineers. Yeah. Welcome, Scott's wife. Hi. How you doing? Okay. Um, I am skipping this iPhone since I have the 8 Plus. I'm probably skipping it again, and I still have a 6S. That's why I'm filming on right now. That's why I film everything on. I love my 6S. Let's see here. I have a Cisco router with iOS 12. That's a different iOS. Come on, James. What's the word on that G4 Cube Mac Mini conversion, Greg? Jay, really? Um, I'm not converting a cube, although I would be really cool. It's not happening. You can do it. You have a cube that may or may not work properly. You could convert one. You have plenty of Intel Mac Minis to cram into it. So let's see. I just bought a MacBook Pro 2017 13-inch a month ago. What are your comments on the newer MacBooks? They're okay. Um, maybe. Honestly, I haven't really played with them a whole lot, but I do not like the USB-C only. I do like having port options, and I do like having upgradability, which is one of the many reasons why I went with a mid 2010 non retina or 2012 non retina, as we see right here. I like upgradability. I'm probably going to stick an SSD in here, replace the optical drive, maybe. I love optical drives. That's still debating here. But I'll put a big hard drive in there if I replace that. And I already have some 16 gigs of RAM on the way. So, yeah. Upgradability is fun. um, I know you have quite a Mac collection, but what are some of the PCs you own? Uh, well, currently we're streaming off of a dual GTX 970 for GPU, uh, Core i7 3960X system. Really nice system. I custom built myself back in late 2015 with all new parts except for the main board and CPU. I wanted to go with a Extreme Edition server grade hardware, and X79 went great for that. I've got a HTPC connected to my TV I built in early 2016, which is running a Haswell 4460 and GTX 960 in it. I've got a early 2007 era gaming system with a QX 6800 in it, and a 750 Ti currently. It would be running my 950 in it, but that's warped and needs to go back to EVGA for RMA. I haven't done that yet. And then I've got a few others. I've got a Pentium 4 Extreme Edition system I've owned since brand new. I custom built it myself, upgraded it. It started out as a Gateway 710X in 2004, early 2004, and now it's got a Pentium 4 Extreme Edition. What is it? 3.46 gigahertz. Slightly overclocked because you can't really overclock with a factory Intel board, and so it's like at 3.5 something, and it's got a HD 3850 AGP card in it. Really, really weird system, but really fun still today. And I've got a few other PCs, like my Ultimate Flashing PC, and a few other things laying around. I've got a Toshiba Quosmio X505 sitting in front of me. It's old i7 gaming laptop, um, GeForce 46 400 460M SSD in it. Pretty fast still today for just random stuff, but gaming, it's not really a gaming system anymore, and it's got a lot of problems. But yeah, it's just a few of my PCs. Actually, it's most of them in this house. But I do have a few other ones too. What genre of music do you listen to? If it has a beat to it, I usually listen to it. I love a good beat. So I listen to everything. If you look at my iPod, I've got everything. Pretty cool. Speaking of cube, is the power button working? Yes, I've actually I blew up my power button originally. Got a replacement. That one works fine. And then I ended up buying another part system, and actually gave the power to that power button to another guy. And so yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I've only had one switch die on me. Let's see here. Awesome. Watching it on your new MacBook Pro. It's awesome to see, Greg. I hope I'm giving it a good workout. uh, and Colin is watching it off of his Retina MacBook Pro that he fixed himself. Of course he did. He's skilled to do that. Um, for the money I spent on my 2017, I forced myself to love it. Well, it's still a good system. It's just it's not upgradable, and you gotta use a lot of dongles. I'm not saying anything against the hardware itself. It's a good set of hardware, and it should last a very long time as long as it doesn't melt itself, which we know all the cooling problems with those. So 2017, 2018 models both have cooling problems. 2018 is of course a lot worse, but it's still a good system. So I wouldn't complain too much about it. I'm looking to get a GTX 970 for my 2 comma 1. Almost bought a 7950 to flash. 7950s, as far as I know, are not 32-bit EFI compatible. Um, so it wouldn't work to begin with. If you flashed it, you wouldn't get a boot screen still. But the 970, just get a PC version. Use your stock card for a boot screen display. You know, you'd be good. Anyway, anything older than the Pentium 4 Windows PC. Yeah, I've got my dad's what is it? My mind's going 486. Um, he never uses it. It's basically my system probably now. It's been sitting in the same place since 1996. And I've got a Pentium 3 Optiplex laying over at my mother's house and a few other systems. I do have older PCs. What is the status of the world's fastest iMac G4? Like Colin says, we're having issues. In fact, that's probably not going to be fixed until maybe around Christmas. When he gets back from college, he'll try to fix it. Hopefully, it will be fixed by then. We had a lot of issues. He tried to swap the chip out on a new board I sent him, and that board was not compatible with the chip. And it was weird because it's basically the same board. We can't figure out why it wasn't working, so he's going to have to rework the old board and make it work. Jay, what's your criteria for something to be mint? I always say nearly mint. Nearly mint. It doesn't mean it's mint. It's close to mint. I don't think I have one mint Mac yet. Although, no, I really can't think of any that I have that's mint. Oh, that's good to know. Colin says that the 32-bit EFI will work with AMD cards. That's good to know. i9 processors do not belong in thin laptops like the MacBook Pro. I agree. Um, they should have made it slightly thicker and put a bigger fan in it, and really worked on cooling, better heat sinks, and all that stuff. Um, ooh, do you have any use for 8 gigs of PC 4200F RAM? No, sorry, Mitch. F is one of the models that don't work in anything really, Mac related, and I don't have any other systems that could run it. Um, when you're running, for instance, I figured you got it for a G5. If you're trying to run 4200, you need either E, which stands for ECC, or U, which stands for unbuffered, which is non-ECC, and that should work. Hey, the gum I buy is in mint condition, if you know what I mean. That's a good one, Noah. My oldest computer is my Apple II Plus. All I need is a power supply. It's cool, Matthew. My oldest would be my other Macintosh Plus. I still have the one that I grew up on, but that's never going to be repaired probably. But that's my oldest system currently, is a Macintosh Plus. My dad's college 286 is still laying around somewhere. It's, I think, a little older, but I wouldn't touch that because that's means a lot to him. I'll probably end up with it one day, though. RX 580s do indeed work great in Mojave. I agree. And it's going to be the go to card if you really want to upgrade. And I think that's going to be the card that I go with when I do the 4, 1 on Mojave. Which, of course, that will be in the videos and stuff. So, Jay, I don't have a merch store. Stop that. Uh, Scott, you donated your TRS 80 to LGR. That's awesome, man. Did he ever do a video on that? Because I'd love to watch that. That was one of the first computers I used in grade school. Actually, no, well, it was third grade. My teacher had one. It was actually one she bought, um, fresh from Radio Shack back in the early '80s, and she was still teaching kids with it. in, I don't remember when I was in third grade, 2002. It was real fun to play with. We called it the dinosaur. Okay. So anyway, so guys, any more questions? Hey Greg, in your first Q&A session, I asked about a Quad G5. Thought you'd like to know that I did buy it. The LCS needs repaired. An upcoming challenge. Good for you, Justin. I hope that it goes well for you. LCSs, of course, are sometimes a pain. Most of the time, a pain. Only the very last quads had very good non-leaking um, LCSs, but they have a habit of clogging themselves. I'm lucky mine hasn't yet. I'll probably have to rebuild it soon too. Mac SE, what's more useful, SD to SCSI or floppy emulator? Both about equal. Um, it's basically whatever your preference is. What modem router do you have? I'm curious because my Action Tech is overheating. I'm guessing it's just the thermal paste. I have a I'm forgetting the model number of it. It's a surfboard. It's the one with the Intel chipset in it that keeps overheating. That's probably one of the reasons why my internet's not working great. And this is the second one. We bought another one. I didn't want to buy another one, but we ended up buying another one. Um, I was going to go with the next model that had a Broadcom chip. It's running fine right now, I guess. But I got that, and then my router is a Airport Extreme, the last model, 2013 one. Great router. My 2.7 leaks a little. In that case, don't use it. Pull the cooler out immediately. Even a little leak, that's not good. You don't want to risk it. Um, my first code was an alarm clock. Greg goes through modems like he does beers. This is still my first one, and it's getting very warm. Ugh. I'm going out of focus all of a sudden. There we go. MS-DOS or Windows 10? Depends. Windows 10 is a good operating system, other than the spying part. MS-DOS is great for vintage stuff, and I know a lot of the old commands I grew up on, so I can still use MS-DOS. Greg is a lightweight on beer. Oh, trust me, I'm not. I'm just I handle my I don't drink like I used to in college. What's up with you and Corvettes? I love Corvettes. I've loved Corvettes since I was probably two-ish. Um, and the first really good memory I have of one is a 95 ZR1, bright yellow, amazing car. And I'd love to own one of those one day. And my family's had a few in the past too. Love Corvettes. So yeah, that's what's up with me and Corvettes. Do you think the Do you think the Mountaineers will go all the way? Scott, is that even a question? Of course they will, man. Speaking of cars, what kind of car do you drive? I think I've told you that in the past, Colin. Currently, I'm driving two Hondas. One is a 2012 Civic, and the other one's a 2016 CRV. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm currently driving. And I had a 2004 medium spiral gray metallic Corvette C5, the base model, up until I got the CRV. Who are you pulling for in NASCAR since Junior is retired? Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. Love Jimmy. He is definitely going to go down in history as one of the greatest drivers of all time. He already basically is. Um, so, yeah, Johnson. So anyway, guys, we're getting on to about 47 minutes in officially. We're 52 minutes into the video. Everything seems to be slowing down some. Yeah, Bubba Wallace is pretty cool. Everything seems to be slowing down some. Yeah, Bubba Wallace is pretty cool. What is your favorite line from Smoking the Bandit? Probably 10-100 and 10-200. Unless you've watched Smoking the Bandit 1,000 times like I have, you probably won't get that. In fact, I kind of need a 10-100 right now. Um, uh-oh. One of my lights just went out. 1 second, guys. I forgot to plug it in. Yeah, there we go. It's been running on battery the whole time. So now I know that it will last about 52 minutes on high. Let's see here. I got Junior's autograph at Homestead 2015. It's awesome, man. The only autograph I got in person from any Earnhardt would be Carrie. Carrie Earnhardt I met back in 2000 at a I think it was a car dealership. He was advertising his new car that he was going to be running for the Millennium race. I can't remember what that race was called, which I think he crashed that specific car like 70 laps into the thing. So, yeah. You know, when this light's plugged in, it's a lot brighter. I should have probably caught on to that earlier. Oops. But anyway, yeah, Kerry, he's a nice fella. All the Earnhardt seem to be. I have a die cast with Junior's autograph I bought. I actually have a lot of autographs from Junior. I have a I when I was growing up, I had a room dedicated to Earnhardt's. I've been a huge Earnhardt fan since '97 when I watched Dell Senior flip at Daytona and then get back in the car and finish the race. I was hooked instantly then. Have an autograph of Davey Ellis. That's really awesome. I wish I had one of those. So, anyway, guys, yes, I agree. Africa is a great song. I was actually just listening to Weezer's cover and Toto's original cover a few hours ago. It's funny. But anyway, so before I wrap up the video, which Mac will you be submerging in oil as an experiment soon? I told you that in confidence, Jay. No, really, I'm probably not going to do it, but I kind of want to oil cool a MDD. That would be really, really fun. Be really messy, but be really fun. Anyway, before we wrap up everything, I would like to mention again that at the very end of this video, we have 13 people watching. I hope you all get to see this. At the very end of this video, I will be releasing the very next video that I filmed. It was with Jay. It's part two, episode 2 of the Jay's Houses series. We're going to call it. I'm going to probably call it a series because Jay and I will be doing a lot more in the future. So yeah, next episode of that is coming out at the end of this live stream. So guys, stick around for that. Series, that means you'll be back. Oh, Jay. Of course, you know I'll be. We need to do a collab time. Yeah, I agree, Colin. We do. Colin, my main idea was, and I was wanting to do this summer. Another blueberry iMac here. Oh. Got that from Michael Stanhope. He and I specifically bought that one so we could do a project together, a crazy one. And that thing is G4 compatible. That's what I really want to do. So that would be a neat collab, man. So anyway. Nice G4 upgrade candidate. See? I'd also kind of like to figure out how to stick a fan in it and make it quiet at the same time. Because even though you say it might be convection cooled fine, but they do get pretty hot. First slot loader I'll have done. Exactly. That's why I want to do it, man. And if anything, we might do it to the G3 grape Jay gave me. I might leave the blueberry the way it is. We'll see. The blueberry is in pretty bad shape, so it might be the perfect candidate. The grape's in pretty good shape except for the foot. It kind of got shattered when Jay was moving. I'd like to see a G5 in one of those cases. Man, would that run hot, Jay. I have a keyboard and mouse for that Blueberry. I do too. In fact, that's what's currently there went the internet antenna. That's what's currently hooked up to this PC that's streaming because I didn't have another keyboard laying around. Whoops, keyboard just bumped the camera. Yeah, it's about right. So anyway, yeah, I've got. I don't have the mouse, but I prefer the Pro mice. I'm not a huge fan of the hockey pucks. I have a great puck and keyboard, just no great iMac anymore. I almost bought a great puck and keyboard. Um, I might still do that actually. You should pan around and show us your office. No, um, no, because my significant other would kill me. It's a big mess. I'll show you the part that I film in real quick. It's that's where I feed the tarantula right there, and then all of this stuff laying here, and then all that stuff there, and that's all I feel safe filming. So anyway, Apple Pro keyboard is the best. I agree. I love the Pro keyboards, and even the I thought was called a Pro keyboard until recently. My favorite keyboard of all time from Apple, the old Apple keyboard they made from 2003 to 2007. Awesome keyboard. I've got two of them hooked up to my Editing Pro. One of them is an editing keyboard with custom keycaps on it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, sick. What kind of tarantula do you have? My girlfriend picked it out. I love the thing. I don't know what's. It's just a sling right now, so it's a baby. It's just had its first molt, but other than that, it's still pretty small. It's about that big, if that. So it's going to get pretty big. Yes, yes, Nick, that is a Final Cut keyboard. Really awesome keyboard. I never use it. It's got like a layer of dust on it right now because, well, one thing I don't want to mess it up because they're not getting any cheaper. It was fully functional though, and it's plugged up to the system. I just don't use it. I've already memorized most of the commands. Yes, Colin did find a great solution for 2011 GPU issues. He literally bypasses them. He bypasses the dedicated GPU with a lot of wires and just literally bypasses it. It's really neat, and he even did a video on it. Colin, if you want to link it, go ahead. But anyway, um, so guys, we are at 9 o'clock now, which means we've been officially streaming. 10 o'clock, I mean, which means we've been officially streaming for an hour. I'm getting to the point where I really need a 10-100. Um, so Scott, you probably understand that. Some people that um, watch the watch the ending will after the live stream might understand that too, but I don't think any of the rest of you guys understand what 10100 means. But yeah, I'm thinking we should probably wrap this up pretty soon. So I'll answer maybe 2 or 3 more questions. Once again, guys, don't forget about the video that's at the end of this video I'll be releasing. Oh, I understand what 10 codes are. Of course you do, Craig. um, but anyway. Like I said, where was I? Now I'm getting distracted. Um, there is, um, sorry guys, I'm getting all, like I said, the video will be releasing at the end of the video. It's another video of me at Jay's. I'm showing you my Macs that he's giving me and rebuilt and a lot of really neat stuff. A lot of, yes, Jay, I will be shaving. I was going to shave the other day, but I kind of left my stuff at my house, if you don't remember that. But anyway, um, like I said, at the end of the video, we will be releasing the J video. Guys, stick around for that. It will be live within the next 5 minutes after the video is over. And I hope you guys enjoy that video. It's real funny, especially the ending bloopers. So, which one? The snows are awesome, and the clamshells are awesome. I love both. So yeah, you need a bigger office. I do. This isn't really an office though. This is my dining room. Yeah, she let me actually put this in my dining room. Got a great girlfriend. So, the Terminator movies are probably the only movies to have a sequel that are better than the original. Um, Star Wars Episode 5. Plus, Terminator 3 was pretty bad. All of the rest of them after T2 were pretty bad. But I hear they're actually carrying on from the T2 in the next movie and just forgetting the other ones. So, look to your left, you may see smoke coming out your modem. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh no, I should probably wrap this up. Wife would kill me if I did that in the dining room. Well, I don't have anywhere else to put it, Craig. So, yeah. We don't have a dining room table, so it seemed fitting. Plus, hardwood floor, so I can roll around on it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, so we're about to wrap everything up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Um, I don't know, Jay. Wendy might be okay with it. Anyway, so guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I really think it's probably a good time too. So anyway, thank you guys for watching today. I've enjoyed talking to you guys. And I'm just really a little tired today. So yeah. Anyway, so that's going to be the end of the video. And guys, stick around for that video that's going to come out right after this video ends. I will release it. And guys, stick around for it and watch it, enjoy it. It's a good video. Anyway, so that's the end of today's video, and thank you guys for watching. And this has been a Hrutkay Mods video. See you guys.